Marriage is built on trust, a bond that, once broken, can leave wounds too deep to heal. For 14 years, I thought my marriage to Emily was built on love, trust, and partnership. She was the mother of my children, my best friend, and my anchor in life. But behind her warm smile and loving words was a secret so cruel, it shattered the foundation of everything I believed in. The perfect life. Emily and I met in college, and from the moment we locked eyes, it felt like fate. She was everything I had ever wanted: intelligent, kind, and beautiful. After dating for 3 years, we got married in a small, intimate ceremony surrounded by family and friends. Soon after, our family grew. We welcomed our son, Ethan, and 3 years later, our daughter, Chloe. They were the light of my life, and Emily and I worked as a team to give them the best life possible. From the outside, we looked like the picture-perfect family. But the cracks started to show when Emily began pulling away. The distance. About a year ago, Emily started acting differently. She became more secretive about her phone, spent long hours out of the house, and grew distant in our relationship. When I asked her if something was wrong, she brushed it off, blaming stress from work or exhaustion from parenting. I wanted to believe her. I wanted to trust her. But the late-night texts she tried to hide and her sudden disinterest in intimacy made my gut churn with suspicion. One night, I confronted her directly. "Emily, is there someone else?" I asked, trying to keep my voice steady. She laughed it off, calling me paranoid. "I can't believe you'd even think that," she said. "You know I love you." I felt guilty for doubting her. But deep down, I knew something was wrong. The truth uncovered. My suspicions continued to grow, and I couldn't shake the feeling that Emily was hiding something. One weekend, while she was out running errands, I decided to take a look at her computer. What I found sent my world crashing down. There were emails and messages between Emily and a man named Mark, a coworker of hers. The messages were explicit, emotional, and undeniable evidence of an ongoing affair. They talked about stolen weekends together, how much they missed each other, and even how they joked about keeping their secret safe from me. I sat there, staring at the screen, feeling like the air had been sucked out of the room. The confrontation. That night, I waited for Emily to come home. When she walked through the door, I was sitting at the dining table with her laptop open. "Who's Mark?" I asked, my voice cold. Her face went pale. For a moment, she tried to deny it, but when I showed her the messages, she broke down. "It wasn't supposed to mean anything," she sobbed. "It just happened. I didn't want to hurt you." Her words felt like daggers. "You didn't want to hurt me?" I snapped. "Do you even understand what you've done? You've destroyed our family." The betrayal runs deeper. As if the affair wasn't devastating enough, the truth didn't end there. In the days that followed, as I tried to make sense of what had happened, Emily's sister, Laura, called me. She was in tears, apologizing for what she was about to tell me. Apparently, Emily's affair with Mark wasn't new. It had started years ago, around the time Chloe was born. Laura had known about it but had kept quiet, pressured by Emily to protect the family. I was furious. Not only had Emily betrayed me, but her family had stood behind the lie, enabling her deception. They had smiled in my face, attended our family dinners, and played with our kids, all while knowing the truth. The final blow came when I realized the full extent of the betrayal. A part of me began to wonder if Chloe, our youngest, was even mine. The DNA test. The thought haunted me. I couldn't ignore it, no matter how much I wanted to believe that Chloe was my daughter. I ordered a DNA test in secret, swabbing my cheek and Chloe's when she wasn't paying attention. The results confirmed my worst fear. I wasn't Chloe's biological father. When I confronted Emily with the results, she broke down again, begging for forgiveness. She claimed she hadn't been sure either but didn't want to destroy our family by telling me the truth. "You were always her dad," she pleaded. "She doesn't know any different." But how could I continue to be a father to a child whose very existence was a reminder of my wife's betrayal? The kids find out. The hardest part of all was how this affected Ethan and Chloe. Ethan overheard one of our arguments and demanded to know what was going on. Emily and I sat him down, and I told him the truth. Not just about the affair but about Chloe's paternity. Ethan was devastated. He idolized his little sister, and learning that she wasn't fully his sibling rocked his world. He became angry, withdrawn, and resentful toward Emily. Chloe, on the other hand, was too young to fully understand what was happening. But she could sense the tension in the house, and it broke my heart to see her so confused and hurt. The divorce. I filed for divorce shortly after the DNA results came back. I couldn't stay in a marriage built on lies, and I couldn't forgive Emily for what she had done, not just to me, but to our family. Emily's family, who had stood behind her lies for years, tried to convince me to stay. They argued that Chloe deserved a father, that I shouldn't punish her for Emily's mistakes. But I couldn't do it. The betrayal was too deep. Starting over. The divorce was messy. I fought for full custody of Ethan, while Emily retained custody of Chloe. I still see Chloe occasionally, but the bond we once had has been irreparably damaged. I love her, but it's complicated. As for Emily, she's tried to make amends, but I've kept my distance. She claims she regrets everything, but her regret doesn't erase the pain she caused. Ethan and I are slowly rebuilding our lives. It hasn't been easy, but we're stronger for it. I've learned the hard way that trust is fragile, and once it's broken, it's almost impossible to repair. The lesson. Love can be stolen, but the truth always finds a way to come out. Emily's lies tore our family apart, but they also taught me to value honesty above all else. I don't know if I'll ever be able to fully heal, but I know one thing for sure. I deserve better, and so do my children.